Don't mind him in the background, right? Hit the record button.
It's recording already.
That's like, yo, bro, where you going? I think that's the smartest shit, boy. Yo, please don't bother you by yourself walking in. They'll say shit to you.
So what's up with it?
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. Cool. All right, so
Wi-Fi?
is it going?
How it is? How it is? Nice.
Yo, my phone's on fire.
Vibrate?
So we'll bring the camera?
Huh? Yeah, that should be the same. Alright.
Alright, so that's right on the curve.
This is your main camera here?
Yeah. So
And this is like a side camera?
Yeah, the second angle shit.
Alright, hold on, let me put my...
So from time to time, look, face me.
Alright, shut up.
Pause and do something else. Yeah, she can see her. She had me on pause, but she still said everything good.
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Alright, yeah. Alright. Just the word, your man Slaps. Yeah, introduce yourself.
Grimey Qua, you already know DNG the Grimey. Slash.
First. Just the word, man. You been
Working, bro. You see I got the gang out here. We on her.
That's a fact. It's the second interview in like 2 weeks. Don't worry, I'm on.
The other one was more personal though.
That's a fact. This one's about more
It was
about
a
the
little bit
music
more
and shit.
about the life struggle.
That's a fact.
We reaching rank. I'm from. I got Cat. He's a dog. He's a Grimey.
What's going on, fellas?
Yo. For me, DNG the Grammys, Grammycation. For me, you know we coming. Little bro working on little bro shit. Feel me? I'm working on a camp shit. I got my son bro right here. For me, my God, on everything. He like.
Rel been a rapper. I knew Rel.
Yeah, he like everything. No, he like Swiss beats. Like swear to God, like produce, rap, everything. He got it. He gonna find. He could find it. He could do whatever. He could do it. He could find it.
That's a fact. So it seemed like now that you're on, like everything's like a bit more unified as far as the music front and shit like that. How you pull that together?
Gang shit. I don't know. I see. It's about like for me. I always feel like it was about like a chain of command type of shit. Like for me, because it's levels to this shit for me. So for me, like I always had that. I am who I am. I always had that I don't know, that style to where like everybody fuck with me. If you didn't fuck with me, you seen it. You know what it was. There's no faking it with us. Like, what you see is what you get, basically.
Gotcha. So how you think? So how's it like? Stuff was like important because obviously like we got a couple mixtapes from you and shit like that, right? How shit get scheduled without? Because you building a brand, obviously like the brand and shit like that. So how is shit scheduled out?
Right now, I ain't gonna front. I'm just shooting. I'm like just like shooting for the stars type shit. Like day by day. Shit come along, I just take it. You know what I mean? I know that I'm trying to brand this shit, so I be trying to utilize everything to my highest ability, bro. Funny shit.
Alright, so what you got? What's the thing? What's already at the disposal?
Wiki World right now, that's out on all platforms.
No. I'm talking about like as far as you said, like you got the team or whatever, everything at your disposal. What you already have at your disposal right now?
Or like a throw out?
No, not music wise. I'm talking about like as far as like so you got cameramans, engineers, producers.
I got all that, my man. So my son got the studio Flawless. For me, anybody trying to hit that up, Flawless Entertainment. You go on Instagram at Flawless Entertainment. For me, booking $40, $50. My guy had the studio. I see it's crazy how this shit played out because it's like I tell niggas today like this shit happened for a reason. I've been rapping, I've been doing this shit from young. It's just that I didn't utilize the tools that was around me. You feel me? My man Sean, I grew up with. If you check YouTube and all that shit, back in the days, he did my old.
Sean, he filmed the last.
He did my old. He did videos for me when I was a little nigga. For me, so that was just one of my tools for me. Rel, which for me, he was when I left, like he picked up, like he really was on his rap shit. He was hard. He slowed down, but I still got him for like, feel me, my music, producing, mixing, mastering. He didn't want to help get my shit to tippy tip. She fake like she like my advisor. I got K right here. That's my manager for me. K, yeah, I got for me. I started putting the pieces like with it, and I started giving people their labels because sometimes you'll have the necessities around you, and you won't utilize it. You know what I mean?
So how the fuck did you jump in knowing like all the stuff that you needed already, the necessities?
I didn't. I just.
How you learned?
I just watching. Feel me? Just watching, like, feel me? I watched Rockefeller, I watched Young Money, I watched, you feel me? Name it, I watched it, feel me? MG, And it's like it's just that chain of command, that place where everybody accept their position. To understand that in order for the machine to move, we need people to play certain positions. You know what I'm saying? So once I utilized the formula and I got my little formula down pat, I just took it and ran with that shit.
That's a fact. So how would you describe your music?
Baby. Yeah, it's baby, respectfully. But it's a vibe though, feel me? Why I say, like, cause my shit, it's not, my shit, it's organic, bro. It come out, it's just real. It's real, bro. This a nigga that, I really let this gay shit, I really let this street life, a nigga that really, feel me, went to jail, and I had to really feel my repercussions, nigga, like shit real. I'm still taking these repercussions now, years on down the line, parole, and all type of different, feel me, I'm subjective to shit, so I'm just trying to make it happen, get my people out the hood.
Gotcha. So as far as it go, how you felt like the style or Brooklyn in general been received? What's the vibes they been getting?
Yo, no funny shit, I try to box that shit out.
You try to block it out?
I told you that before.
Yeah, I know. Nah, bros. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's a fact. All right, but you
just to let the people know that it's beyond, like beyond this though. We do talk like beyond this, but nigga, like respectfully, son. Like I knew what people wanted to hear. I know what the people like because at one point in time I was a listener. For me, I'm never gonna stop being a listener.
You a fan yourself?
I'm a fan myself, so I know what people want to hear. I know what's going on. For me, the best thing I do is talk my experience to my highest ability. Anything else would be fake. Anything else would be yacht. That's not even our category.
That's true. Alright, that's so now you working on like the gang. What gave you the idea to like brand like Grimey? Because you know like that, I mean, and I'm not talking about like just the name. I'm talking about like how the fuck did you figure that out? Because that shit.
Yeah,
they doing the interview, bro.
That's what I got.
I say that. I got you.
Yeah, but what made you what made you want to like brand that? Because like that's genius in itself. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody just changed their Twitter name. I mean, not their Twitter name, their Instagram name. They put the Grimey on and all that shit. What made you feel
they
like
did that they self?
That's love though. But that's the but it worked like on like an ASAP type jump. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they did that shit. Like, no funny shit. Like it's like I think when people see like. When you see results, like people react better.
When you see something move.
Yeah, like when you see it, they react different. As opposed to you just like, yo, I want $1 million. I want $1 million too, nigga. Like when you showing steps to you get into where you going, when people see it, I think they acknowledge it more.
It seemed like people were already proud of you. You feel that way?
I hope so.
That's a fact.
I mean, everybody can't be proud of you.
Not everybody, right? But for the most part, it seemed like a lot of people have been getting in their bag, you understand what I'm saying? For now, you think what you think? You think it might change?
They thinking. I feel like people like what's unfamiliar. People love the unfamiliar.
Alright, so when it get like regular, you think it'll die down?
Nah, it will never die down because I'm a different type of I'm a different type of nigga. But it might die down for that person per se, personally.
That's what I'm asking you. Do you? I mean. Is that a situation you feel like once people get used to it? Because now it's like, all right, so yeah, we repping Grimey, we out here, you know, we working with like dope people and shit like that. When people get used to it and shit like that, do you think it'll like phase or fizzle a little bit?
I mean, for us, for the people that know it count, it's gonna always be there. But I feel like once you dip, it's gonna be always resentment because, feel me? At the end of the day. You're in a position that other people want to be in. I mean, a lot of times people don't like to see you doing better than them. They might like you doing good.
Yeah.
Like that's satisfactory. Like just making it, cool. But
when you blow past them,
and then it's in a short time, and then they feel like they deserve it more than you, and now it's a problem.
Have you been getting them vibes?
I've been getting them vibes all my life, so it's regular to me. I've been getting on them vibes because of how I live, so that shit regular to me.
But now we talking, alright, but now we talking industry type shit, right?
I'm talking industry, it's just a game. I'm playing a game with these niggas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so you thinking, we talked about it before, you said that you adapt well as shit. You understand what I'm saying? Have you adapted to like the industry?
ASAP. ASAP. That's it. Because why I see what's going on. I basically, all right, smoking mirrors.
Immediately.
That's smoking mirrors.
Did you know that before you got in, or did you just have to?
I ain't gonna gradually. Every day I'm learning.
It should be fake. How that shit hit you? As somebody that stands on what you stand on, as far as it being real, being authentic and shit like that. how does that shit hit you? Like, oh wow, these niggas is really like that.
Power, legacy, feel me? In order to get to where I need to go, I gotta feel me, fit the description of certain shit. So, feel me, if that's so big, that's so big. As long as it's not tingling with my soul, so I feel like I'm selling my shit, then
Same
you
thing.
good. Get some money.
So fast, same shit you saying with that. Alright, then cool. So now, as far as like you at a certain level right now. What would be like the 2020, like by the end of the 2020? 2020 would be a successful year if this happened, like filling that like.
I don't know, I ain't gonna find anything Billboard. Like,
Billboard is definitely on the horizon. Ideally.
Yeah, ideally, like, cause I feel like I got songs that so like, feel me?
You talking about the charts or you talking about actual?
I'm talking about the charts.
Oh,
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm out home. You think small, you gonna get
it end up small,
You know what I'm saying? So I don't never think small. Like, feel me? Who the fuck to say I ain't Drake? Who the fuck to say I ain't another?
Yeah.
And who the fuck is to say that? Like,
that's a fact.
you know what I mean? That's because I ain't got the opportunity to do it. For me, when I get the opportunity to do it, I'm gonna show people. Maybe I would put here to show people. Maybe Jah might give my blessings a little different. Maybe it may not be my time right now, but when my time come, we gonna show up.
That's a fact. All right, then so. Brooklyn is like Brooklyn has a big spotlight on it at this point, right? I mean, and it's probably like more than like before you went in recording, right? So Brooklyn now has this big thing, the drill and all that type of shit. When you came out, like, was it difficult to like navigate around like the politics of that in itself?
Believe it or not, it fell in my lap.
How so?
Because this is my music. That's how I make. This is my lane. Feel me? When I was talking this grimy shit forever, I felt like it couldn't be like it wasn't reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? So now this disrespectful shit coming out and this gang shit and all that. Now it's coming out.
You here for that?
You know what I'm saying? I'm here for that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you entertained off of this, but it's my lifestyle.
Yeah, that's okay.
So check this out. You want to pay me for it? Let's get paid. Let's get paid. Fuck all that other
so
shit.
you see, everything works on God's time and shit of that nature. So like now that we here as far as that go, right? What has been like? Has it been like a boost to see like other cats like other cats that's been popping like? So you got your 22s, you got your Chef G's or whatever, and they young cats from Brooklyn, they pop like before they had the record deals and shit like that. Does that shit encourage you anyway?
Yeah.
Or does it put pressure on you?
Hell yeah, nah, hell no. We don't even take pressure. That shit don't even come on. Why? Because I've been in pressure so many times. I've been in shit so many times, like, to where you start to, like I said, you adapt. You feel me? I became used to pressure. Like, I mean, I was waking up every day on the count, niggas 6 o'clock in the morning, and like, feel me? Where this gang shit is really real like, when I gotta watch niggas cutting me every day, 12 years straight. That's 365 times 12.
So music is life.
For me, music, this is life. When you come, it come. Like, I'm not afraid, I'm not scared, I'm not for what? Like, nigga, when it come, it come. I know for a fact that my shit gonna be painted out. They gonna tell my story.
Alright, so what differentiates you from you and all the other drill rappers? What's the difference between what I'm getting from a Qua record that's special about a Qua record? Right?
My shit authentic, my shit real, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, feel me, we Grimey, they don't even come like us. My name Qua, even help niggas like moving like me, feel me? My story behind it alone, nigga, that's enough. So where you want me to start at? Like, where you want me to start at? Like,
this shit just hit different.
Big gang member, big like what you talking like? What we talking about like?
But musically, like, it's different.
Musically, the difference, man, is really there, nigga. I'm really crafty, really an artist, man. I'm one of them niggas that really confident with himself, man. That's what people go wrong. I think people, like if you pay attention to music, niggas grasp on what's going on and try to and try to repeat it. When I never did that. It never was mine, feel me? But now people starting to see that. You know what I'm saying? Now people starting to see, because now, like, I fucking do it. I did it because I didn't follow people. I got on the track and I talk what I know.
Yeah, I think like you sound different. You do definitely sound different. But do you think
respectfully, I need all that. We need all that.
Yeah, you sound there's a difference. You understand what I'm saying? There's definitely a difference. You're you. You know what I'm saying? But do you think like, all right, at times like your story might overshadow your music?
Nah, hell no. Hell no. I just think it just depends on how you looking at it. You know? Because both is interesting to where like you gotta take the time out to really like to come in my life to really look at shit. For me, take a walk in my shoes type shit.
That's what the music just is another conduit to the life. Type
Respectfully, I like to think that the music is actually my filter. It's like it's where like so I like to think that the music is more important because I'm not only showing you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not only telling you to go back and look. You know, I'm actually rapping it to you in a song, so you can get a better vibe from it. You know, like yo, like feel me? We all go through this shit, and like for me, it's more to this. That's all.
Alright, so I talk to you now as a listener, as a fan of Grimey, but you if you was a fan of yourself, right? What would be your favorite part of you? What you like most about you, as far as the music goes? Like, listen to your own music.
Delivery.
You like your delivery? What about your delivery? You be like, yeah, this.
And as you can see the channel in my eyes, like I channel in. Like I'm not really too into myself to where like I'm conceited, but like I'm into myself to be confident enough to be like,
yeah, exactly.
Do you see that? Did y'all just see what I just did just down the video? Like through everybody in that crowd, I stopped and looked through the camera, like, and you know, I think that came from my pain though, for me, because it's the eyes is the window, so I always try to get my pain. Anytime I don't never miss a beat, I can't miss a beat.
That's a fact. No, I was gonna say like the delivery is definitely something new. The delivery is definitely something new. So now, as far as that goes, where do you think, like, what you think would be like?
Go sleep. You go.
What you think would be the weakest part? Would you fight? Yeah, so what would you say would be like the part that you want to improve on the most? Thus far.
No funny shit. I wanna improve on my marketing. Like that's the only thing I really want. Like that's it. I go to show you like I'm business with like for me. Besides music, I'm just looking at it on some product and demand shit because it's my shit and I want to sell it and I want to profit from it, but to a point where I don't want to be taken advantage of. So that's the only thing that really take me away from this music shit. Like some days I feel unmotivated because of the process behind it, but I know that whatever.
It's not just music.
It's not just music. You know what I'm saying? I came into this shit thinking I'm an artist, so
I'm a rap.
I'm just rapping. I'm gonna get on.
Yeah.
And deeper and deeper as I get part, so and deeper as I get into this shit, I realize that it's not about that. Feel me? So
it's more to it. That shit come. If I could tell you, that shit gonna come. You know when your shit is hot. You understand what I'm saying? Like a nigga like Drake will stay hot this long without. You understand without Martin, so that shit gonna come. Like this shit is like you working with what you got already, so you're already maximizing the type of shit. So I don't even trip. You gonna learn as the game goes. It's gonna get easy.
I can't help it.
You can't help but worry.
Because I'm an improvise. I like to improvise. For me, I'm an idealist. I like to, for me, I don't just like sit here and think of raps. I think of master plans. Why? Because before that I was a hustler. For me, which I can't take from that. I'm always gonna be a hustler. For me, so I'm thinking about how can I put this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So that people can grasp it, more can hear it. Once people hear it, that's when I feel good. I feel like when the masses, when we reach the masses, my job is complete.
Once they hear it, they gonna fuck with it. Yeah. So what do you do? That's in your control as of right now. What do you do? How do you get it to like as big of a crowd as you like?
Communicating more. You know what I mean? Just a little bit more communicating. I realize that I gotta sometimes I might have to take the initiative a little bit more because it's my destiny in mind. You know what I'm saying? So besides that, I'm still doing what I do. I got I trust the process, feel me? I got good people behind me. Feel me, the gang with me, feel me? It's here, it's gonna speak for itself. I think that for me, men lie on the line. Never strong.
That's a fact. I do want some number for somebody that just started off like the way you did.
Yeah, I'm too we and like the people, like it's that like the people already accepting it. It's now like the music to be accepted.
That's a fact. So what you call it, like Do you ever get frustrated as far as the process? Like, cause we talk about trust in the process, but like, is there ever a time where you feel like this shit might be moving a little bit slower than you like?
Nah, I get actually, this shit is fucking regular. Like after this, I'm gonna fucking do a regular day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like going to the studio is part of my day. For me, this shit is part of my day. I actually have a love for it, so I don't look at it as a job.
It's work. I mean, it's not work. You actually enjoy what you're doing.
Enjoy what I do, so it's not really that. My only thing is just when it get overwhelming.
What thing? So how do you deal with that? How you deal with the stresses of
I gotta shut down if I blow. So I might cut my phone.
Which part of it gets overwhelming to you at this point?
I think when family and friends think that they see videos and they think that you rich already.
They think you made it.
Yeah, when they think you made it, that's when it really. And you're like, I ain't even make it.
Shit get worse though.
When you say I didn't make it, you're making it hot. You made like respectfully. So that's where we at with it right now.
Yeah, nah, this shit get worse. So imagine like when you actually, when you get to the levels and plateaus that you do want to do. So
there's a lot of people. Like it's like I hold a lot of people. Like for me, like no funny shit. Like I hold a lot of people. I'ma get that shit. So I got to. So sometimes it get overwhelming because I know there's a lot of people depending on me. So where like I gotta distance myself, because I see it a little further than they might see it.
Yeah.
For me, I gotta utilize that.
Okay. So obviously being that you do being that you do come from the streets and so on, so I'm pretty sure you still have friends that still right? This thing, does it make it feel like you have to rush your pace to like try to get them, help the friend situations and things of that nature?
Yeah, a little bit, like, but like, no funny shit, that's part of me. That's how I am. So I see shit in niggas and I just be wanting to, for me, I want to be a part of it. Yeah. Because like I said, like, I'm a fan in itself. So I can listen to music and I can really tell like when somebody really next or they got something. So I got niggas, my son Fat Cat, Grimey Qua, Fat Cat, you feel me, Instagram, Facebook, like no funny shit. I feel like he's one of my guys to where like he ain't really embrace this shit as me. Yeah. And feel me, as long as he believe in himself, I'm gonna believe in him too. So I'm here to help niggas, feel me? Because it's like I said, it's a process. All of us play a part for all of each other. Feel me? So
how do you encourage that? Because I'm pretty sure you have friends that like might be like, okay, this is quicker, this is what I want to do.
That's how I am.
Yeah. But how do you? But like, what method do you take? Because I want you to have. Because there's somebody right now that might be watching this that might feel like, all right, I'm done with this. I gotta make it off the music shit. And then, I mean, like, how do you garner like your friends like saying like, all right, come on, we gotta get up, we gotta do this. How do you motivate them?
No funny shit. I think like, see what I did was I took my negative influence and I just transitioned it into something positive because I realized how much feedback I had on the people.
From off the rip, even before the music.
Before the music,
if you could get them to do negative why you
shit.
Can't get them to do something constructive?
You understand what I'm saying? So, as far as me taking that initiative, that always been who I was. Like I always been a leader. I'm the type of person that when shit pop off, and I'm like him.
Yeah, you front line.
I'm front line. So I feel like your followers, they always gonna be a leader. Like they gonna appoint the leader. You can't. Nobody in one village say, yo, listen, this our king. It take the numerous people to be like, he's our king. You know what I'm saying? So for people to really accept my positive leadership as well as my negative leadership, that's my part that I really be like,
So you feel like it's something you just gotta be born with. You don't feel like you can one day develop it?
No funny shit, I can't even tell you if it's a technique, it's how I am, bro. Like it's how I am. You see a nigga trying to do good, you help him. Like shit is fucking regular.
That's a fact.
Really regular, bro.
I got you. So now 2021 coming out, we probably hopefully outside will be opening up. Are you planning on probably like maybe like going out OT with it, maybe performances and shit like that?
Yeah, I mean once parole get off for me.
Yeah, okay. I mean, but you can't use this as like a job. You can't tell them like.
I mean, not until it's solidified. I'm showing legal documents of me
Getting paid to
getting
go
paid
to
for
your
it.
stuff.
Like, other than that, like, nigga, we get bottles and complimentary $200 right now. Real nigga shit. Like,
Get walkthroughs.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shit like that, like, I don't care for that shit.
Yeah.
Shit, we go in the spot regularly, we buy out, we buy 10 bottles and get the section.
It's always good to use the promoter money. It's always better.
It's always good to use the promoter money, so throw us that extra bottle and that extra 200, I might throw that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Then because I think that might be what's next. You know, like Brooklyn but so big. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like our OT might be next or whatever. Time is out of town. and shit.
I'm working on that too. Fact.
Got you. All right, then. Like, so by being that we think we have to stay indoors or whatever, right? How do you get people to understand like the energy that you bring live? How you go about that?
Meaning what?
Like talking about like on stage or in person type of vibe, like because I've seen it like when we did EV's party, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, this nigga gotta hit the stage immediately. You understand what I'm saying? But obviously pandemic wise and all that type of shit. It is what it is, but we gotta search for new creative ways for people to see that energy and get that vibe. How you go about it right now, 2020?
I write a little more on funny shit. Because when I came home, like, I already had shit written down and shit. So, like, now that I get the time, like, to isolate myself, like, I got a lot of shit. So I ain't gonna front. My first couple months was going so fast, I couldn't even, like, write. So, I was, like, more so, I was, like, old freestyles I was writing, because I've been writing since the can. So, that's what I've been doing. But now that I got the time, and I've been sitting in this crib and just filming on social media and shit, it gave me time to look, get perspective on how people doing shit.
So, how tempting is it to fall back into the streets?
I mean, I'm saying I'm from the street. I'm from. So like, a lot of shit like this tempting. It be tempting, but I ain't gonna front music. The only thing I really keep is my real shit.
Raise your voice.
Alright, shit.
Yeah, because I mean, I hear that fight and shit like that. You know, that be the thing. People be like, yo, shit, like Jay said, you know, rap money slow up. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but that's the thing. Like, what's the discipline in it? Like, how the you stay disciplined enough to know like a limit? Like, nah, I can't. It's my mans and shit, but music. How do you stay disciplined like that?
I ain't gonna front. Only thing that really keep me disciplined is like my daughter. Because my ain't gonna front. My wife just went into contractions and shit.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's I'm kind of shaking up a little bit because she not supposed to be like she only 7 months right now. So, but for me, ain't nothing crazy gonna pull up after this type shit. But like I said, like this part of my shit, like it's really my shit. I really live this shit. Like you know, my God, it's really my God. It's really I went to this school. It's my school. Like I say, it moved me from Bill 9 days. It's really my school. Like it's really my hood. I can't really take away from this shit. So a lot of times, like I be in the streets, but I mean, it's just who I am. People look at it like, oh, you a street nigga. Nah, like nigga, for me, I'm me. I don't know who I am, nigga.
So when does it ever? Do you ever see a point where it be like, I might have to avoid, or I might have to stay away?
Yeah, nah, I started that for me. I started that process as I started seeing myself a little bigger than what I was. I started doing that like gradually, but like you know, it be the temptation. Like it just be hard sometimes. Like nigga, you get a car, you get new clothes, you get. Like,
first thing you want to do is hit the block.
You want to go to home with
that new hoodie. Yeah.
You want that recognition from the people that watch you struggle. So I think breaking that like that whole process in our head, like if we have that in our head, like that's cool to come back and fun on the niggas that with you type shit. And that's not cool.
That's good.
You know what I mean? Like, and I want to do it different to where I want to show a lot of niggas. Like I need to see all my niggas Grimey pieces. See all my niggas AP and shit like that.
So what's the difference between like I'm coming to the hood to shine with my niggas versus I'm coming to shine on?
Because the hood just don't result in just your niggas. You know what I mean? It might just see this my hood right here, like this my hood. No funny shit. This or this right here my hood. But like who's to say the hood behind this might not? ties. We might not be affiliated. That's, you feel me? So it just be one of those give or take things. Give or take things.
All right, okay, cool. So you made, you make no qualms about being a gang member. You said earlier, big gang or whatever. How does that does that help or hurt you in this industry?
I mean, it already hurted me. You know what I mean? So I feel like even to like niggas like for example niggas like Nip. You know what I mean? Like he took it, he ain't do negative with it. He took something negative, which we never was negative. It's like what people think they call gangs, and that's because white people let y'all think that, because they a gang. You know what I'm saying? Gangs just consist of multiple people that's in the unit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all niggas, this gang shit like everybody a gang. And I want to take this shit like to another level to where like you see positivity. You see niggas coming from the struggle and really, you know, making money from it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Type shit. So I'm striving for that, but at the same time, like I am who I am. I can't tell you no lies, like I ain't blood, like I ain't militant patient, you know, like I ain't affiliated with the season, like I can't tell you that because it's the truth. But as far as me like actively like, you know what I mean? I'm in a different venture, so my focus different. The gang love me, they don't always be because I already did what I was supposed to do. Like I've been made my way. I got my own. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. They already accept me.
Yeah, it's cool. So I ain't no faking or no capping about it. All right. So as far as for you though, how do you think? What did hurt you? Because you said it hurt you a little bit. In which way did it hurt you?
It hurted us when we started. Like I felt like when we started like the shit gets our head.
Oh, okay.
Cause we was really like.
It was out here. Yeah, it was out here. It was
like.
Yeah.
Feel me? We check videos like, feel me? Us, we was 14 years old, grips like shit that niggas watch the Chicago niggas and glorify like.
I was on that type of time.
We was on that type of time, so different with it. Like that's in MySpace and all that shit was like real shit. So the hood beef, the rap beef, I told you we've been doing that shit like. Feel me? So now I just look at it like I did 14 years and shit. Like I don't want no other little nigga come from the hood. Little boy growing up, he won't even pull me in. He fuck around do 14 years, he ain't playing looking sick, cause his bitch wicked, she spent on him, feel me? Like, so I be trying to do shit for the niggas from the stars, the niggas that know this walk of life. Real shit.
Alright, so I think Brooklyn like kind of hot right now as far as like, you know, the violence in the streets and shit of that nature, right? Do you think like making spin music as some might say or whatever, do you think that promotes it? Like what's going on?
Yeah, it do. It promotes it, but like I said, like movies promote
violence. Yeah, we're not the only people.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why we being held accountable?
That's a fact. Why? I mean, we know why.
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 But it's like
you gotta know say what you know.
This is why I said it's tricky. Like I said, this is tricky. And then you see the industry itself is just one big industry, like marketing and
they exploit the shit. Usually.
That white man.
Usually.
That white man.
Motherfucker. Usually. Yeah, that's a fact. Alright, so what advice would you give to the young kids that was in the position you was when you was young?
Feel me? Take what you can take from that shit, nigga, and run. Feel me? Cause this shit don't got no respect for nothing.
No respect.
Somebody tell you anything other than that, tell them I said something I think they lying. Shit don't come with nothing else. Niggas will forget you. Fuck your big mother. Feel me? They won't even say hi to your mom. You did 25 life for the game or some shit like that. So my advice would be like, you get in, nigga, utilize your shit, nigga. Take what you can take from it and bail, youngin'. Like, don't let this shit, don't be subjected to, don't listen to them teachers and them schools telling you, you subjected to a job. Nah, nigga, you subjected to having your own job and owning your own business. So that's why I'm at with it.
So let's get back into the music, right? If a person never heard Quay before, they just go through Slop's YouTube channel or whatever, Make sure y'all subscribe. But if
Look at
they're
that.
just going through,
Heavy
just,
order.
yeah, what would be the first song you'd be like, alright, they gotta listen to this, they gotta tune into this. This is the essence of Grimey Qua. What would be the first song you would
You gotta listen to understand me. You know what I mean? You still won't understand me. Guess why? But to get a better from me, understand. Like, then you can start off wherever you want to start off. Yo, really though, bye. Thank you. Where was we? My bad.
Nah, it was talking about understanding.
All right, understand what had to be the first one. Yeah, that's a fact. Understand had to be the first one. Then I have to say Reflex, because that was one of my first songs that came out. That was like my come home song for me. That's when I really found the drill beat, and then I heard our niggas rapping. I'm like, I'm a show nigga. So that was a big thing. So you know the vibe. So.
Because I want people to understand it, get the get the vibe of the music and what's going on, what's different about it. Do you think right now, if I think we locked you in the studio, like with a record, you can make a complete project? You that's an EP or whatever, but I'm talking about you got. Do you think? All right, then. So, what I mean, I want you to
get the light.
That's on her. Cat.
That's yours? I got you. I ain't gonna take it. That's my man. She like, he got mad lights over there.
Oh my bad.
Oh shit, this nigga collecting them.
Come on, Come on, gang.
You know I be geeking, bro.
Real 9 days.
Real 9 days. That's the first bit I do like prime days.
But shit, we good then. You got it? Catch it?
That shit.
Fast. With the spin,
That shit went past you.
With the
And you caught it.
spin, looking like Odell in the prom.
Nah, Odell letting with the shit on it.
No,
I don't know about that. That's a little too far fetched for me. I let bitches shit on me when I was in jail. There would be no shit on me.
Yeah, I'm out.
Let's get that out the way. Straight up. Respectfully.
Bro, but yeah, we like. So how would we make a dream project? Let's get to it. Like, if you had an unlimited budget, whatever, like, name a couple of producers you would want to work with and some artists you would want to work with.
No funny shit. This kind of deep right here, cause like I don't really like. You'd be surprised. I'm not infatuated over people. Like,
but you're a fan though. What sounds you like?
I'm a fan of music. You like
compliment you.
You know what I'm saying? Only the great people. For me, like Go's one of my favorite rappers. For me, like, people don't know that. That's a New York nigga too. Like, Go's one of my favorite rappers. Like, so like, my whole Go's mindset. He inherited it. Like, for you to really like embody that shit so much, like I think that nigga really took that shit and really like. So that's one of my like I love it. I still want this type of voice. Like I don't fuck how wherever town we in, I'm with it. Another thing like like I said, the budget, the money, shit like that. Like, that should be mad important having a music deal. Like somebody to push you around, like how they push these major artists around, like.
So what producer would you want to work with?
Producer, I ain't gonna feeling 808 right now. 808? Yeah, I'm really feeling 808 my girl right now. I think hearing the UK shit too much. I don't like this.
Oh, you don't like the grime shit? But that shit, them beats is pretty much drill beats though.
Yeah, but I feel like drill music is a vibe, man. It's not just the beats.
If
you listen to the drop, if I'm not mistaken, that's an 808 Mafia beat.
Yeah.
I got Damage, me and my son AB. It's like a drill song, but it's not a UK beat. Drill is a vibe, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm an artist, so it's not just I'm dynamic. I'm not just a drill artist. I ain't just a nigga that's spinning. You know what I mean? Like, a nigga conscious, nigga got a little, for me, nigga got something to say. So when I do make my music and I go into the studios, nigga, I'm thinking about a full body of art. I ain't thinking about just spinning. Yeah, come to me spinning. And I'm gonna tell y'all what it took me to spin for this nigga. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I hurt my heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to the stories and I'm gonna really break it down for you and give you a real visual of what's going on. I can do it. It's a fact. Who you shot? Oh my God, it's a vibe. I swear to
I like
God,
my shit. My personal show, I love fucking with. Yeah, Menace to Society. Those are my two shits.
Vibe.
Those are my two shits.
That's a vibe.
That's a fact. So, alright, so at this point, like,
That's not a UK big neither.
shit, I'll be like, I mean, Brian be 50-50. Like, alright, so the thing about it is, I see like a lot of like drill rappers, once they get signed and stuff like that, they kind of do start to shift. Like, you can't, like, with Chef J, I can't remember the last drill heavy song he's actually made. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they work with like Great John, they got their own in-house producer. And I don't remember the last time I heard that nigga really make a real drill song like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's always dope to see like drill artists like from Brooklyn like evolve and shit like that, because we from the Mecca, this whole rap shit. So niggas gonna be nice regardless. You see what I'm saying? And niggas always gonna have the wordplay. Niggas always gonna be able to transfer it over to other shit.
So how we, feel me? New York niggas gonna always take some shit and put their mix on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why
like
when people be like, oh, this shit, we got this shit from Chicago. I'm like, that's a whole different flavor from what Chicago was doing, you know, or what the UK doing and shit like that.
I was doing this shit before I knew about some Chicago niggas. Real nigga shit.
Even now, I was just listening to Thugger and T.I. No song. That's a drill song. You can't tell me that's not a drill song. They got
I ain't hear that shit.
Play it for you, but you can't tell me that ain't a drill beat that they got. You understand what I'm saying? So that's influenced off of us, from Pop Smokes, the 5 Bills, and shit like that. So it's things of that nature. So where we gonna get the beat?
Drake wanna put it out the way.
Drake. Yeah, we gotta stay Drake. So you can picture it. I'd actually want to hear that. I'd want to hear that shit.
I might walk. I'm just being like, for me, regular competitive artist. I don't feel like niggas can fuck with me. I might walk on Drake. But I need him around me. Like, I know he'll motivate me to some different shit because how he talk. Like, he just talk different. He tap in on the perspective that a lot of niggas didn't. For me,
nah, niggas don't want to. He talks about the hard shit of like the pressures of the shit. Yeah, he talk about the pressures. It's not about just having the bitches. It's the shit that having the bitches come with. You understand?
Not only that, because it's for me to say like it's as that easy for you to just do it and make it just come out like how you do it.
Yeah.
It's not. It's genuine. This is like
this is the life I live.
For me, that's whole thing.
That's a fact though. Alright, then, so where's the thing? Where's the part that you say like, as far as your music goes, I want this to be like my legacy. Has that dropped yet, or are you still working on that manifesto type piece for you that'll be it? Like, if I have to go, this is the one. You understand what I'm saying? Like for Nipsey, it was like maybe a victory lap. You understand what I'm saying? Big, his life after death or something like that. I mean, not just to cast that doubt. I mean, even Hov, Hov has those manifestos every now and then. It'll be like a blueprint, reasonable doubt, or even a 444. Now that he the old nigga, that'd be the manifesto for an old nigga type of Hov. You know what I'm saying? You felt like you dropped that, or you still have that in you?
I got those in me. Like I feel like I got those in me. But if I had something that I feel like just being an artist, like all my music.
All your music is just a reflection
of
you.
Music, you know me? Like all my music, I really feel like that. Like, but like the first thing that come to my head when you say it is understand, because like I said, understand a different song for me. That shit was really one of them shits that like I got deep in it. For me to where I choked on my wife, you know me? I choked on my family, people that passed and shit like that. It's like to where I wanted people to know like nigga, this shit real, nigga. Ain't no cut on this shit or nothing. You straight dope.
Get you out of here soon, but as far as your last project, his name Grimey Qua. Why'd you feel like it was important to me?
Forever wig, get that out the way. Forever wig, forever nothing. You know what I mean? I feel like
let's get it.
Let's get it. So I mean, I feel like that was mandatory for me to get out the way, because it was just like one of them things that, when I was gone, Wiggs is my brother, so he passed. Throughout that time with me in my prison, through my bed, I wish like I would've got that chance just to holler at him, to see him again type shit. Because like nobody don't notice, like he was one of the first niggas that really like nigga knew my song. Nigga when he was young. Like I probably like when I was like 14, 15. I actually did a song with Ryo. Yeah. Feel me? We was young niggas and shit. just so happened, it was just like one of the things, like we did music and it stayed in between the block type shit. And he was one of the niggas that like pulled me up in the hallway and I'm just, you know, I'm selling drugs, you know, maybe on the block, hustling. And it's like, yo, listen, like, spit my shit to me. At the time I was 14, so he was like 12, 13, so he was little bro. Even though we was like around the same age, he was still like little bro to me because I was moving a little faster than niggas. For me, that meant a lot to me. Like, that was one of the niggas that sparked my shit. And I never really said nothing about it, so I felt like I owed him to that. I owed him that.
This was fire.
Yo, this regular, I told you, we really died, so
That's a fact.
so it's different. And it's chemistry, and we really, feel me, we got a background, like, it's different. You know, pull me up, every nigga, we here.
Said, man, once again, I told you last week, I told you that's my party, man. Making your
Looking,
way,
bro.
doing your shit, man.
Nah, good looking, man.
That's a fact.
Good motivation, baby.
That's a fact, man. I'm about to go get some crown just for the vibe. You know what
I
I'm
say
saying?
that.
Give me a sunny brush or some shit. Yo, before we get out of here, let niggas know how to get in contact with you, man.
Hey, yo,
What they need
Grimey
to check
Qua,
out.
Instagram, all platforms, Wiggy World out right now. Tap in, DNG the Grimeys. Feel me? When I throw this down, I don't throw it down, I throw it up. That's the Mazi bow. Grimey shit, style, Saudi Arabia. Get with us.